Well, hello folks, it's Friday afternoon. Hoo-ha, it's Friday. And I'm getting out of the small town zone on the way up to the boat, up to the marina. And it is wonderful because it is a long weekend, Canada Day long weekend, hoo-ha. And we're going away. We're going to go away for the weekend. We're going to head up the Trent-Severn Waterway to a tiny little restaurant known as the Wabic. Driven by it many times, never had the pleasure of stopping and staying, so we are going to meet up with some fellow boaters from our marina. It's actually a small world story. There's a couple that keep their boat at the same marina as we do, Lagoon City Marina. They've had their boat there for over 20 years, and they were actually thinking of moving out of that marina and going up to Georgian Bay, as a matter of fact. And then we moved there late last year, and they decided to stay because both my wife and I have known this couple for over 30 years, almost 35 years, going back to high school. And and they got a nice new boat they bought last year. So they're on their way. They left this morning, played hooky for the day, and they are part way up there. And I'm glad we're not traveling today, nor had we planned to, but that's Lake Simcoe right there, and it's pretty rough. It's heavy winds all day, or at least all afternoon. Start off nice and calm and beautiful, and the wind has been building all day. I don't know if the camera's picking up or not, but we got some pretty severe white caps out there. So it'd be a bouncy ride. No problem. Friday night. I may have one or two ice cold GD beers tonight when I get there, and just kick back, relax, and then we'll head out tomorrow in the morning. Hopefully the conditions are a little bit calmer, and we'll be on our way. It's supposed to be blisteringly hot all weekend, as it is today already. It's, what does the car say, I think 29 degrees Celsius, with the humidex it's up probably around 32 or 34, which is hot. Fahrenheit, it's going to be well into the 90s. Oh, it's so nice to get here. It's like coming home, as I said. This is more like home than our house with the bricks back at home. This is awesome. I love coming here. Look at that. That's where we are. There's the lovely anchor girl. Okay, see you on the boat. As engines start. I'm going to show you how quiet these things get after they start running. See that? Quiet right now.
Hey everyone, this is part one of our July 1st long weekend Canada Day adventure trip over to a little place called the Wabic. It's a restaurant up on the Severn River, and it's about a 6-hour journey from our home port on Lake Simcoe. We traveled through Lake Simcoe about an hour and a quarter roughly, to get into Lake Couchiching, which is just the north part of Simcoe, and then it's probably another hour or so through Lake Couchiching, and then we enter into the western section of the Trent-Severn Waterway and the Severn River.
This area we're traveling through now is known as the bowling alley. It's at the top of Lake Couchiching, which will take us into the Severn section of the Trent-Severn waterway. And this will take us north and west towards Georgian Bay. We're not quite going that far today, but we are going in this direction. Another gorgeous, beautiful summer weekend. Tomorrow being the 1st of July. And July 1st long weekend. Bowling alley. We are entering into the Severn section of the Trent-Severn waterway. Now this area again is a canal, partially man-made and some of it following the natural flow of the actual Severn River. And this will take us immediately as we go through here. We're going to pass underneath the Provincial Highway 400 bridge, or sorry, Highway 11 bridge I should say. And then we are in a speed restricted zone, 10 kilometers an hour, which is roughly 6 miles per hour. From here, geez, I think all the way to all the way to Sparrow Lake anyway. So we're going to have one lock, Couchiching Lock, and then along the meandering Severn River, houses and cottages on either side. Nice, quiet, slow drive before we get out onto Sparrow Lake, where we can once again pick up some speed for a total of about 1.5 miles crossing that small little lake before we have to slow down again back into the rougher section of the Severn River, which is nice and pretty and starts looking like Georgian Bay. Lots of pre-Cambrian shield, Canada shield, exposed rocks, granite. Very pretty. And I better slow this thing down to the aforementioned 10 kilometers an hour so nobody yells at me. So that's that. We are at the top of the top side of the CN Railway swing bridge, waiting to get through along the Severn River. Just come out of Lake Couchiching which is back there and heading, ironically enough, to Kuching Lock. And just want to show what we got to put up with here is that train railway swing bridge that we got to wait for. We've been here now almost 15 minutes. Of course, if there's railway traffic coming, they're going to wait for it to go. Once the train has gone across and passed by, they still wait another 5 minutes before they swing up. We've waited here as long as 35 minutes in the past, which isn't too bad, but today's a windy, gusty day, so it just results in more maneuvering. On cue, right on cue, there comes the choo-choo train. Going at a blistering pace, so this will take a while.
Is it picking up speed?
The end. The end of the line, of the line, of the line.
Yeah, as long as there's not another one.
Will be another 5 minutes waiting. The operator crossing the bridge. Now he's gonna, which is fast because the train just finished going by. Usually they wait 5 minutes. But I guess he got the all clear, so he's gonna climb up the ladder and go up into that big house and then fire up the old generator and spin that thing around for us. So all in all, about a half an hour wait again. Might get him behind. No, probably not. I was going to say we might get him behind him, but probably not.
Not if that Carver goes in.
Yeah. Yep.
Go ahead.
These folks not locking through?
No, apparently not.
Good.
Not big of this one, Severn. How that?
Thank you.
I still have 30 feet on the right-hand side if someone else would like to come in.
8:45.
Yeah, you're okay there now?
Yeah, right. Saw the
That's all right. No problem. No, I had a different setup.
Station calling hello. Does anyone have their ears on? Prescott Coast Guard Radio. Do you require assistance? Over. Vessel calling. Vessel in distress. This is Prescott Coast Guard Radio. Prescott Coast Guard Radio. Say again your call, over. Coast Guard radio. Stating in your call, over.
Going down in Lock 43, Swift Rapids. Gorgeous day, but frickin' windy. Holy moly, is it ever windy today. Thanks for an interesting entrance into the locks.